Paula Pant, the host of the Afford Anything podcast, likes to answer questions her listeners send in. This is a special episode where she also has Joe Saul-Sehy from the Stacking Benjamins show join in the fun.
Hi, Paula. I just moved into a new house with my husband, who was able to buy the house outright in cash. Because of this, I don't have rent to pay anymore, and I'm considering what debts I should pay down versus paying him directly to gain equity in the house myself. I have about $10,000 in credit card debt and another $24,000 in student loan debt. Should I split the income I'm not spending on rent between the three? That is, paying down my student loan debt, credit card debt, and paying my husband for equity in the house simultaneously, or should I knock them each out individually? I don't have a ton of spare income to do all three on top of what I was paying for rent, so I'm kind of on a shoestring. Thanks, Paula.
Chelsea, I say pay off your credit cards first, because I'm assuming that those have the highest interest rate.
Are you just going to jump in and steal all the thunder?
All of it. Can you steal thunder? Is that a thing? Where did that expression come from?
I don't know, because all these other expressions, like I know that there's some background, that one, I don't know anybody who's ever stolen thunder.
Right.
Well, there are times living in Texas, as loud as it's amazing. I moved from Michigan to Texas 8 years ago. Mm-hmm. As loud as the thunder is sometimes here versus in Michigan, I would like somebody to steal my thunder. So feel free to just take that away. 3 a.m., big thunderstorm. I get woken up. Somebody steal it.
All right. Well, Joe, I've stolen your thunder. And yeah, that's exactly what I'd tell Chelsea. Pay off your credit cards first because A, those probably have the highest interest rate. If you happen to have some sort of teaser 0% interest rate right now, it's just going to go up to a ridiculously high number later when that teaser period expires. So get rid of that one first and foremost. Also, the second reason why it is often preferable to pay off one debt at a time rather than, making incremental progress on all of them is for the psychological win. If you're making incremental progress on many different goals, you can sometimes feel like you're not getting anywhere. You feel like you're a hamster in a cage spinning its wheels. Spinning its wheel? Spinning the wheel? What do hamsters do?
They spin its wheel. Just one wheel.
Its wheel? Is that the expression?
Yeah, spinning its wheel. It has 4 legs, one wheel.
Huh. Hamster in a cage spinning its wheel. Wow. Hashtag learn something new every day.
You don't own a hamster. You never have?
No, I've never had a hamster. This
whole show is starting to feel like we're hamsters on a wheel. But I totally agree with you. Here's the deal is you look at interest rates, right? The deal with relatives and with spouses can often change and is the easiest to negotiate. So the equity portion of with husband, not really sure about that. And we need to know, I think, more about that. So I'm not sure. Their student loans usually at a lower interest rate than credit cards. And if they're not at a lower interest rate, it's easier to move them to a lower interest rate. Mm-hmm. So I think, you're right on. Credit card for the win.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and Joe, you raise a good point. The thing about moving them to a different interest rate is that's the other thing that I would recommend is see if you can negotiate or change the interest rates on any of those existing debts that you have. With credit card companies, you can often call the credit card issuer, just call the number on the back of your card and say, hey, I've been a customer of yours for X number of years. My accounts are all in good standing. I was wondering if just as an act of good service, you would be willing to lower the interest rate on my credit cards so that I can continue to be a loyal customer. And if the person that you talk to says no, thank them, hang up, and then call back and get a different representative and just kind of keep doing that until you get a representative who says yes.
We've had this argument before, but you can also go to these comparison sites.
Yeah.
That are out there. But why not go with your current card? Because then you don't have to replace the thing in your wallet, which is just a pain in the butt, especially if you've got bills tied to that account. So good stuff. Have we talked about Debitize before?
No, we haven't.
I have no relationship with them, but there's some people listening that have trouble with credit cards because of the fact that they don't want to run into credit card debt, like in this case. So this company called Debitize is one of these little fintech companies where if you hook your credit card up to Debitize, you actually get debit card treatment where you swipe your credit card and it treats it like a debit card, automatically takes money out of your account, your banking account, and pays that bill like it's a debit card. So now you can get the rewards that you get with a credit card that people worry about, the rewards get funded by people that don't pay their bill all at once. You can pay your bill automatically, not worry about it. So for those people that aren't as diligent as Paula Pant at paying off their stuff every month, Debitize, cool thing.
Oh, that's really interesting. I've never heard of them before. And and I have zero relationship with them. Same with you, Joe?
Me too.
Okay, cool.
Right. Yep, none.
Well, thank you, Chelsea, for that question.
Hey, did you enjoy this excerpt from the Afford Anything podcast? Then be sure to subscribe to Paula's YouTube channel. Not only is every podcast episode and Ask Paula question released here on YouTube, other creative deep thought videos are created just for you. Remember, you can watch anything, just not everything. Fill your YouTube viewing time with more videos to make you think and grow so you can afford anything. Go ahead, hit that little red subscribe button. We'll take care of the rest.